Visit us at oldhickorypits.com or call us toll free 800-223-9667.
When you went car shopping, you meant business. You ace vehicle history searches and test drives. You out-salesmaned the salesman. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you'll have the info you need to get more for your future. Go to aceyourretirement.org, because when it comes to speeding past financial challenges, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting. A teenager. Learning the lingo.
Today I'm going to help parents translate teen slang. Now, when a teen says something is on fleek, it's exactly like saying, that's rad. It simply means that something is awesome or cool. Another one is totes. It's exactly like saying, totally, just shorter. As in, I totes love going to the mall with Becca. Another word you might hear is jelly. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will think you're, rad just the same. To learn more, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt US Kids, and the Ad Council.
40 minutes of commercial-free music every hour. Kiss 104.7.
Again before the butt crack of dawn, always in the AM on Saturday and Sunday. You know what? Barbecue Radio Network is getting ready to start here at 10:30, so you're not going to want to miss that. There with Dave and his lovely co-host. Also, don't forget, it is Super Bowl Sunday, and it doesn't matter what team you're rooting for, but Kiss 104.7, we start our coverage at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So, you know, you're cleaning the barbecue grill, getting things ready for your Super Bowl party and stuff. Tune us on and turn the dial to 104.7, and you can catch all that pre-game goodness, you know, of the Super Bowl. So, I'll talk to you later. Can't be good. Be good at it. Here's Sam Smith featuring Kim Petra. The song is called Unholy, right here on Kiss 104.7.
She got married to a boy like you.
Great Ben's #1 hit music station.
All the hits. What's going on, guys? It's Post Malone.
4.7.
All the hits, one station.
Hey, this is Taylor Swift.
Is it Great Ben's #1 hit music station? Kiss
Big Creek Crossing wants to wish you the
104.7.
best winter season ahead and have the best gear and apparel to make it as fun and warm as possible. Come on in to find that perfect coat or jacket, winter shoes, or even grab a bite of great Chinese food or a massage. We also offer a great selection of tools, novelties, kitchenware, and more at our outlet stores. Feeling some entertainment? Catch the latest hot movie at our AMC theaters. We have everything to make your day in Hayes a great one. So come on down to Big Creek Crossing in Hayes.
Mom, I broke my iPhone screen.
Don't worry, Brandon. I can take it to Bauer Computers and have it fixed.
Cornpop was a bad dude.
What are you mumbling about?
Nothing. I said they really can do anything at Bauer Computers.
All right, let's go, Brandon. You're going to be late.
We're the tech-savvy folks at Jackson and 10th. Bauer Computers, we make it make sense.
If you're a farmer or rancher, chances are you've thought about joining Kansas Farm Bureau. So what's stopping you? Your membership means you have a seat at the table when it comes to the issues that affect your farm. Things like trade, taxes, water, and regulations. The state's largest farm advocacy organization brings your message to policy decision makers at the county, state, and national level. The voice of agriculture becomes your voice and fights for Kansas farmers and ranchers. And a Kansas Farm Bureau membership includes other benefits. For about $50 a year, you'll receive discounts on equipment and supplies, cell phone plans, financial and legal support, home and office supplies, and more. You'll also receive Kansas Living, a quarterly lifestyle magazine featuring real stories of farmers and producers around the state, plus great recipes, crafts, and things to see and do in Kansas. Join us today. Visit kfb.org/farmerrancher to learn more.
You grew up in Hayes, went to TMP, went to Fort Hayes, and met the love of your life here. To find the ring of her dreams, why not choose Hayes? At Diamond Art Jewelry, Dustin will help you turn her dream ring into a reality. Diamond Art Jewelry works with top designers to ensure the highest quality at the best prices. Diamond Art Jewelry on the Bricks in downtown Hayes.
Good Times Motorcycle Sales and Service in Hayes, Kansas. Riding down the open highway, smashing miles and smashing bugs, that's cool. But then you get home and now it's time to get those miles and bugs off that scooter. And let's face it, that ain't cool. So let Good Times Motorcycle Sales and Service give it our complete motorcycle detailing package. A meticulous and comprehensive hand wash, remove surface contaminants, intensive compounding and polishing, Silajet ceramic paint protection for durability, and enhanced gloss. So schedule today. Good Times Motorcycle Sales and Service, 1007 Vine Street in Hayes.
Looking for a great career opportunity? Want to go back to school, but you're not sure how to pay for it? The Holiday Inn Express in Hayes is hiring for multiple positions, including full or part-time housekeeping. Experience is not necessary for any position. The Holiday Inn Express offers a full benefits package, including competitive wages, bonus programs, and tuition incentives. Must be 14 years of age or older to apply. Apply today at the Holiday Inn Express, north of I-70 in Hayes.
Our sister station, KWKN 95.3 The Cowboy, is currently on low power at this time. We apologize for any inconvenience this is causing to our listeners. If you are experiencing problems with listening to KWKN over the air, you can listen to KWKN 95.3 The Cowboy online at thecowboy953kvkn.com and press the Listen Live button, or you can download our free app on your smartphone. This situation will be resolved soon, and again, we apologize for any inconvenience this has caused our listeners.
Hi, I'm Dave Kayas, host of Barbecue Radio Network, along with world champion pitmaster of Smoke on Wheels, Andy Groneman.
Be sure to tune in every week as expert barbecue guests and I will give you tips on how you can take your grilling and barbecuing to the next level.
Whether you're a beginner or a pro, we want to help you become the envy of your neighborhood.
Not only will we up your barbecue game, you'll get hungry just listening to us.
Be sure to tune in for Barbecue and Fun every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m.
right here on KISS 104.7.
Along with pitmaster of Smoke on Wheels, Andy Groneman, with returning guest Craig Sherry. Used to be in Houston, Texas. Now he's in the very cold Lubbock, Texas. And he's owner of Texas Pepper Jelly. It's gourmet pepper jellies. You can check out his website, which is texaspepperjelly.com. Home of the original rib candy. Craig Sherry, welcome back to the show. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me.
I heard you're suffering through winter in Texas.
I am, but it's a nice change of pace. Didn't realize Texas got this cold that often.
Yeah, I think the last time it got that cold, everything broke.
Yeah, it did.
Exactly.
I remember that.
Broke Texas with our winter.
So Craig, again, your website is texaspepperjelly.com, and you got all kinds of recipes and different things on there. And so we kind of thought we'd just start things off. You've got some rubs and glazes, but more importantly, how do you use these rubs and glazes to be a better backyard barbecuer? Start with whatever product you want to start with and just go from there.
Well, my glazes have always been my shining spot. I only got into rubs a couple of years ago, but the glazes are a wonderful product because they're so versatile. They can be used on any type of food. You can glaze. People think about glazing barbecue with them, and that was kind of the original intent. But let's just be honest. You can glaze anything from vegetables to desserts, toppings, just whatever you want to put it on. It's just great.
Believe it or not, as a cheesecake topping, it's insane.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It just does great. But
now, let me interrupt. What's some of these flavors of glazes we're talking about, Craig?
Well, I would say the sky's the limit, but I do have a limit. I have a lot. The most popular is our apple cherry glaze. We have an apple glaze. We have an apple cinnamon.
Oh.
It's one of the few we have with no peppers in it because not everybody likes the mixture of sweet and heat.
Well, we're not all from Texas.
No, exactly.
But the
We also
cherry
have a-
with the cherry hobs cherry's always my favorite. I like that
apple cherry
Yeah.
is wonderful, but so is the black cherry grape. We have a pomegranate cranberry. We have a peachy peach. So there's just lots of options.
My favorite was actually one of the old school Texas tropical.
Yes, now that was on a jelly that we had.
Yeah, I like to take that and adjust that into a glaze because that was probably my favorite jelly that you had.
And I appreciate hearing that, but we had to discontinue.
I know. That's why I said
I know,
the
it
OG
sucks.
because it no longer exists, but I'm trying to get you to bring her back.
Is that where we're going? If you haven't tried lately, we did add a few new flavors. We have a pineapple orange jelly. We have a mango jelly. We have a white grape jelly. And we also brought back the seasonal favorite that we had done away with. So don't give up hope. We do bring things back. We brought back the cranberry this past year.
If they can bring back the McRib, you can bring that back.
That's kind of some logic to that, They've done really well with it, and why argue with success?
But Jack, you take any of those, and originally, before the rib glazes were really popping, you'd start with that pepper jelly, and you'd have to thin that with some apple juice or something.
Correct.
Try and get it down to your own. But, my favorite, like I said, is that apple cherry. And it's so versatile. You can use it on everything. We put it on cheesecakes. Ribs, like the rib candy's just perfect.
Oh, that sounds so good. So Craig, if you don't mind, let's back up for the backyard person. And they've got one of your glazes. Just pick one of your glazes. And they're getting ready to do a dinner. Talk us through from the beginning. What's the best way to use your glaze for a dessert or dinner or vegetables? But talk us from the beginning.
There is no beginning. That's simplicity at its best. What we've done is created a product that was intended to be used for glaze, like Andy said, on ribs. However, you can put it on before you cook as a marinade. You can put it on after you cook as a glaze. You can cook it in the middle. We went to a plastic bottle and put a shaker cap on the top of it. So all you have to do now, instead of just trying to pour it and portion control it, all you have to do is flip the top and kind of squeeze and shake the bottle at the same time so you don't over pour. And you can splash it on anything. Guys, I've learned the hard way, and I thought I knew every way to use this stuff. Splash it on a Cobb salad.
Oh, wow.
Make a chef salad or something and splash it on there. If you don't go real heavy with it, it gives you just a nice little tangy sweet and heat combo that works really well. So when I literally say there's no correct way to use it, there's not, because some people like it as finished product. Some people like it as a cooking product.
And I hadn't thought about using it as a marinade. Does that work pretty well as a marinade?
It does. I like it on meats that absorb marinades better. A piece of beef to me doesn't absorb marinade like, say, a chicken.
Yeah, I was thinking like a hunk of salmon, like a salmon fillet or something.
Salmon is excellent on salmon. The mango is probably the number one on salmon. It just blends and melds in really well.
How much do you put on it before? So you're talking about putting this on before you've even started cooking with it, right?
Well, on the salmon, I would just kind of splash some on it and just rub it lightly with my fingers. I would not soak it because salmon's going to soak it up anyway. Just put a nice little coating on it and throw it in a Ziploc 3 or 4 hours before you're ready to cook it. You'd be amazed at what it does.
And then typically, so you can do that, and then I'd just throw a little bit of like a fin and feather, or a rub that's got some citrus in it, just to make that pop a little bit. And then, but you get that mango and that richness, and as it cooks, you're not hammering the salmon anyway, right? You're cooking that at like 275,
right?
So you're actually it's gonna form a nice tight little glaze on the surface of the salmon as it cooks too. So
it gives it, that sugar will give it a little crispness.
Yeah, it's great.
It really is. And, I go back to the salad. If you don't want to use it straight, run it through a blender with some of your favorite salad stuff that you'd put in there and kind of emulsify it. And then you can literally do anything you want to with it. You could take that back and brush that emulsification on as a glaze. It wouldn't be as heavy, but you also wouldn't overpower it.
Yeah, you could take some of, if you were going to use like an olive oil or a grapeseed oil as a starting point. Yeah, you could throw that in and almost make a light dressing out of it.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you another question with these glazes. Let's say you've prepared the meal, but you didn't put it on it. Can you use it like kind of like a little dipping sauce where you kind of just dip it in there as you're eating it?
You know, I got a whole new customer base when I suggested dipping McNuggets into the sauce. Kids everywhere were like, "Mom, Dad, give me some of that stuff so I can dip my nuggets in there." It's great. Chinese food, excellent.
Oh yeah.
Egg rolls go great with any of them.
Yeah, if you want to swap out your sweet and sour for that,
there you go.
It's just such a versatile products that you have.
You know, and it's great. You said cheesecake. Don't forget, it's good on ice cream as well.
Everything is good with ice cream. So I mentioned earlier, mashed potatoes and gravy can go with ice cream, but that's just me. So
then you jump from there, and we came out with our rubs back in the middle of the pandemic, and they're basic barbecue rubs. We have a beef and a chicken and an all-purpose.
Craig, I'm going to jump in here. We'll talk about some of those rubs in this next segment. We're talking with Craig Sherry. He's owner of Texas Pepper Jelly. You got to check out his products. He's got gourmet pepper jellies at TexasPepperJelly.com. And we'll be back with Craig Sherry on our next segment right here on Barbecue Radio Network.
Texas listeners, Barbecue Radio Network's very own Dave Caius, along with 2 other comedians, will perform on Valentine's Night, Tuesday, February 14th at 365 Complex in Inman, Kansas. Inman is located between McPherson and Hutchinson. The Valentine's show package includes both dinner and 3 hilarious comedians. You know you'll have a good time. For more information and to purchase tickets, go to 365complex.com. That's 365complex.com.
Remember the time you almost volunteered to work in a soup kitchen? Or when you almost visited the Veterans Hospital? Or when you almost brought dinner to your neighbor with AIDS? Remember all the times you almost helped, almost gave? Well, it's only human, this almost giving. But the truth is, it's the same as not giving at all. Don't almost give. Give. Visit our website at don'talmostgive.org. A message from the Ad Council.
Talking with Branson from Big Creek Crossing.
Big Creek Crossing wants to wish you the best winter season ahead and have the best gear and apparel to make it as fun and warm as possible. Come on in to find that perfect coat or jacket, winter shoes, or even grab a bite of great Chinese food or a massage. We also offer a great selection of tools, novelties, kitchenware, and more at our outlet stores. Feeling some entertainment? Catch the latest hot movie at our AMC theaters. We have everything to make your day in Hayes a great one. So come on down to Big Creek Crossing in Hayes.
You know Lamatos for their delectable fresh ingredients. You know Lamatos for their mouth-watering cream cheese pizzas. So you already know Lamatos has better pizzas. But did you know theirs are bigger too? Lamatos large pizzas are bigger and have more slices than the other guys. So you get more deliciousness for your money. Download their app for easy ordering. Lamatos Pizza. Carry out or delivery, 9th Street, Hayes.
The need for nurses is constant. Martin Community College offers practical and registered nursing programs. The affordable and challenging coursework is taught by experienced instructors who care about you and have a passion for teaching in the field of nursing. Get hands-on training in the classroom, state-of-the-art simulation labs, and at clinical sites for this high-demand field. The application deadline has been extended to March 1st. Apply online at nursing.bartonccc.edu.
Looking for a great career opportunity? Want to go back to school, but you're not sure how to pay for it? The Holiday Inn Express in Hayes is hiring for multiple positions, including full or part-time housekeeping. Experience is not necessary for any position. The Holiday Inn Express offers a full benefits package, including competitive wages, bonus programs, and tuition incentives. Must be 14 years of age or older to apply. Apply today at the Holiday Inn Express, north of I-70 in Hayes.
If you're a farmer or rancher, chances are you've thought about joining Kansas Farm Bureau. So what's stopping you? Your membership means you have a seat at the table when it comes to the issues that affect your farm. Things like trade, taxes, water, and regulations. The state's largest farm advocacy organization brings your message to policy decision makers at the county, state, and national level. The voice of agriculture becomes your voice and fights for Kansas farmers and ranchers. And a Kansas Farm Bureau membership includes other benefits. For about $50 a year, you'll receive discounts on equipment and supplies, cell phone plans, financial and legal support, home and office supplies, and more. You'll also receive Kansas Living, a quarterly lifestyle magazine featuring real stories of farmers and producers around the state, plus great recipes, crafts, and things to see and do in Kansas. Join us today. Visit kfb.org/farmerrancher to learn more.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel is all conversation-based, so it gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
You'll really see a difference in how you can speak and how conversational you can be in just a few weeks.
Babbel isn't just lessons. You can listen to podcasts, play games, watch videos. You can even take live online classes with a language teacher. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel.
The lessons online and in the app make it easy to learn from pretty much anywhere.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
KXNC, City, Hayes, Great Bend. Blasting on your radio. Pounding through the doors from Barton Community College to Thomas More Prep. Go. The area's most listened to radio station with at least 30 minutes of commercial-free jams every hour. Kiss 104.7.
Dave Caius, along with our producer T-Bone and co-host, award-winning pitmaster Andy Groneman. And this segment is brought to you by Holstein Manufacturing. Check them out at HolsteinMFG.com. They've got NSF-listed grills and cookers, gas barbecue grill,
corn roasters,
and
corn roasters,
believe it or not. The first model was their 720/40 charcoal grill and hog roaster to promote pork and have an easy, usual mobile event catering grill. And again, check them out. Holstein Manufacturing. That's HolsteinMFG.com. Today, we are talking with our good buddy Craig Sherry, who is now in Lubbock, Texas. He's owner of Texas Pepper Jelly, gourmet pepper jellies. You got to check out the website, TexasPepperJelly.com. That's TexasPepperJelly.com, home of the original rib candy. And Andy, this is kind of fun because I always tease Andy that he's the smartest person in barbecue, and really, I think he might be. But when we found out,
it's a lie, but that's fine.
But when we found out, Craig, that you have a blended honey rub, even Andy did that dog to the speaker where he turned his head and went, "Roop." So yes, tell us about your new blended honey rub.
Well, it's not new, though. That's why I feel bad. It's not, well, it's newer.
Okay.
It's newer. It's been out a few months. What I will say about it is, and I'm going to shamelessly plug your sponsor here for a second because I just can't resist. When you do purchase your new corn roaster from Holstein Manufacturing, be sure to order you some honey rub, because honey rub on roasted corn is just absolutely wonderful.
That sounds good. And
now, how's that for a segue?
And Holstein says thank you.
You're welcome. No, the blended honey come out to a huge success. It's as far as my rubs go, it's probably my second, if not first, successful, what I call really successful right out of the gate. It's a savory blend of spices with the sweetness of honey. And we decided to call it blended honey. And it rivals anything out there. I'll stake my reputation on. I'll stake Andy's reputation on this. This stuff is just good.
Well, and I've got to try it. When he said that, I was like, blended honey rub. I didn't know that was out. But I've been traveling. I haven't been keeping my ear to the ground on the cool new stuff. So when you say blended honey, are you blending like Is that just because of the rub mix in general, or are you doing like a wildflower clover thing, or what's
No. It's just because of the blend of the spices.
Got it.
You know, the further we get into this and the longer we do this, Andy, I'm sure you've seen this. Coming up with a name can become impossible sometimes. You don't want to duplicate what's out there by any means or step on anybody's toes. And with all the different honey rubs out there, it becomes harder and harder to know what to call it.
And I like the fact that, and what I keyed on is you said that it's got a savory base, which is a little different than a lot of them out there.
Right.
And to me, that gives you a lot of places where that's going to play nice too. But
I hope so.
On a corn roaster, yeah, that sounds really good. But you're right; it's hard to come up with a name. You know, we need to find the people that come up with car paint names.
Yes,
because
Absolutely.
Dusty Rose has been around as long as GM's been producing, old 50s cars. But the last time I saw that color, it was called Antelope Fire Mist Beige.
Oh my gosh!
So
wow.
It's like, coming up with names for things is really hard.
Well, and there's another factor, too. We have to consider social media when we come up with these names because we have to use what's trending for our websites for keywords and things like that so that people are searching will even stumble across it.
That's a great point.
And that becomes more difficult with time, the good ones tend to go first, and then it's a matter of being creative. And I'm sorry, I've never been one for the kitschy names. I'm not going to call it. Well, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I think you know what I'm talking about with the kitschy.
Yes.
I'm sorry to Benny Rocha right now. This product is called Cow Whisperer. Those names are hard to come up with.
Well, one of the names, which I don't know why this person came up with it, was Smoke on Wheels. That's got to be one of the silliest names I've ever heard.
Especially when it comes to food. I don't know that guy, but I have agonized at nights and prayed for him because what does wheels have to do with barbecue?
Nobody knows.
Yeah, I know. It's tough. But the product names. Very, very creative product names. Barbecue marinade. Pork
Absolutely.
marinade.
Now, he goes from one end of the spectrum to the other.
So let me ask you about your blended honey rub. What does it work best on? How do you suggest to use it for the backyard person?
Well, backyard person may not have a corn roasting machine, but they probably have a Yoder or something similar. So, literally anything. I've tried it on lamb. I've tried it on chicken. It's a favorite of mine on ribs. That was my kind of intention. When I phased my rib rub out, I wanted something to fill the gap. And so I tend to lean toward pork products. But I have yet to find anything that is not good on.
Yeah, I was thinking like a patio steak, like a pork, blade steak.
Exactly.
That'd be perfect. But now you mentioned your rib rub was going away. You've got some new rubs coming out.
I do. I have a new rib rub coming out. I'm not sure exactly 100% if it's going to be called rib rub, but you'll get the idea. Some of the ingredients I had in my original rib rub just become too costly during the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
And I couldn't pass those on. So it was easier to phase it out while it was still new. And work on bringing something out that is more readily available that I could sell. So we've taken our time, and then along with that, I've wanted a pecan rub for years, and we're coming out with a pecan rub. And if nobody steals my name between now and then, I'll go ahead and drop it here. Be looking for Southern Pecan.
That's a perfect name.
It really is. There are several good pecan rubs on the market, and they're very much a sweet pecan rub. Matter of fact, there may even be one. I don't know if Mr. Riles is called sweet pecan or not. He has a great pecan rub. But I wanted something more savory, that more of the pecan flavor and less of the sugar. So that's what we're striving to do with it. We also put it a little less on the salty side. We achieved that. I'll be quite honest. We achieved that by just doing away with the regular salt and using sea salt. it made a big difference as far as being in your face, and added to that flavor. So we're hoping that the public likes it.
Yeah, and for the people listening, table salt definitely has a more pungent flavor than a sea salt.
Absolutely.
And so swapping those two out, you do get a much mellower flavor from it. And I imagine your grain was a little larger on the sea salt. Or did you go fine?
No, we didn't go super fine. This has some texture to it. I don't think it's too much, but it has. It's not like some of the powdered stuff you see, or near powder that I call it.
Yeah, and that makes a difference too.
Let me ask you a question. When you're using something like sea salt, do you use less than you would the other salt because of that? It's more flavorful and so forth?
It depends on the individual. I actually, when I'm using it just straight out of a jar or something, I tend to want to use a little bit more, just because I've been steeped in the what was the word you used, Andy? Pungent?
Yes.
The pungent taste of iodized salt. So I feel like sometimes I need more, and I've had to retrain myself to back off. It doesn't take as much, and it allows the other flavors to shine.
Oh, that's nice. That is so nice. We've been talking with Craig Sherry. He is down in Lubbock, Texas, with Willie Whalen and the boys. One of the original, by the way, I should mention. Craig Sherry is the owner of Texas Pepper Jelly. You want to check these products out. I mean, these are fantastic rubs and glazes, plus the blended honey rub that we've been talking about. He's got the gourmet pepper jellies, and his website is texaspepperjelly.com. Check that out, texaspepperjelly.com, home of the original rib candy. Craig, thanks so much for being on the show. We're going to be talking to Andy next segment about Valentine's Day on Barbecue Radio Network.
Check out
Events can get boring. Attendees get restless. Didn't anyone think about entertainment? Now you can be the hero when you book Dave Caius of Barbecue Radio Network. His clean comedy will make you the hero of your event. Interested in something a little more edgy? Dave can perform his adult-rated show at bars and comedy clubs. Just go to davidstandup.com. That's davidstandup.com. Be a hero. Do it today.
Love is in the air. Except this love smells like another one of your award-winning steaks that you're grilling on your new Holstein grill. At Holstein Manufacturing, we know that love comes in all shapes and sizes, and that's why we have all kinds of different grills and cookers to choose from. Get ready to fall in love. Go to our website at HolsteinMFG.com. We build a grill. Holstein Manufacturing. Holstein Manufacturing. We build to grill.
If you're a farmer or rancher, chances are you've thought about joining Kansas Farm Bureau. So what's stopping you? Your membership means you have a seat at the table when it comes to the issues that affect your farm. Things like trade, taxes, water, and regulations. The state's largest farm advocacy organization brings your message to policy decision makers at the county, state, and national level. The voice of agriculture becomes your voice and fights for Kansas farmers and ranchers. And a Kansas Farm Bureau membership includes other benefits. For about $50 a year, you'll receive discounts on equipment and supplies, cell phone plans, financial and legal support, home and office supplies, and more. You'll also receive Kansas Living, a quarterly lifestyle magazine featuring real stories of farmers and producers around the state, plus great recipes, crafts, and things to see and do in Kansas. Join us today. Visit kfb.org/farmerrancher to learn more.
Talking with Branson from Big Creek Crossing.
Big Creek Crossing wants to wish you the best winter season ahead and have the best gear and apparel to make it as fun and warm as possible. Come on in to find that perfect coat or jacket, winter shoes, or even grab a bite of great Chinese food or a massage. We also offer a great selection of tools, novelties, kitchenware, and more at our outlet stores. Feeling some entertainment? Catch the latest hot movie at our AMC theaters. We have everything to make your day in Hayes a great one. So come on down to Big Creek Crossing in Hayes.
Mom, I broke my iPhone screen.
Don't worry, Brandon. I can take it to Bauer Computers and have it fixed.
Bob was a bad dude.
What are you mumbling about?
Nothing. I said they really can do anything at Bauer Computers.
All right, let's go, Brandon. You're gonna be late.
We're the tech-savvy folks at Jackson and 10th. Bauer Computers, we make it make sense.
You grew up in Hayes, went to TMP, went to Fort Hayes, and met the love of your life here. To find the ring of her dreams, why not choose Hayes? At Diamond Art Jewelry, Dustin will help you turn her dream ring into a reality. Diamond Art Jewelry works with top designers to ensure the highest quality at the best prices. Diamond Art Jewelry on the Bricks in downtown Hayes.
BJ here with Good Times Motorcycle Sales and Service in Hayes, Kansas. Riding down the open highway, smashing miles and smashing bugs, that's cool. But then you get home and now it's time to get those miles and bugs off that scoop. And let's face it, that ain't cool. So let Good Times Motorcycle Sales and Service give it our complete motorcycle detailing package. A meticulous and comprehensive hand wash, remove surface contaminant, intensive compounding and polish, Silajet ceramic paint protection for durability, and hand cloth. So schedule today. Good Times Motorcycle Sales and Service, 1007 Vine Street in Hayes.
Looking for a great career opportunity? Want to go back to school, but you're not sure how to pay for it? The Holiday Inn Express in Hayes is hiring for multiple positions, including full or part-time housekeeping. Experience is not necessary for any position. The Holiday Inn Express offers a full benefits package, including competitive wages, bonus programs, and tuition incentives. Must be 14 years of age or older to apply. Apply today at the Holiday Inn Express, north of I-70 in Hayes. You know Lamatos for their delectable fresh ingredients. You know Lamatos for their mouth-watering cream cheese pizzas. So you already know Lamatos has better pizzas. But did you know theirs are bigger too? Lamatos large pizzas are bigger and have more slices than the other guys. So you get more deliciousness for your money. Download their app for easy ordering. Lamatos Pizza. Carry out or delivery, 9th Street, Hayes.
Want some free food?
Yes, I do.
Of course you do. It's Cheeseburger Mondays every week, presented by the Golden Q in Hayes.
Yum.
Listen to Lindsay between 9 and 2 and score a $20 gift card from the Golden Q every hour. Wait for Lindsay to tell you to call, and the first caller wins a $20 gift card from the Golden Q in Hayes every Monday.
I love this station.
It's Cheeseburger Mondays, presented by the Golden Q and Hayes and Great Bend's #1 hit music station, Kiss 104.7.
Award-winning Barbecue Radio Network. And if you're ever in Waynesboro, Tennessee, and when I saw this, I just went, Wayne's World!
Party time!
Party time!
Excellent!
But if you're ever in Waynesboro, Tennessee, listen to us on Big Country 92.7 FM and 9:30 a.m. Their website is BigOldiesRadio.com. They have a third station, which is an oldies, by the way. BigOldiesRadio.com. Thanks so much for being a part of Barbecue Radio Network. As we now turn our attention to my co-host, Andy Gronerman, Chef's Choice Champion at the Jack Daniels World Invitational. Anything that has the words Jack Daniels at it, he will win. I will just tell you right now. And it's time.
Wow. There might be some undertone in that. I don't know what you're talking about. I look at all of those brown liquids equally, Dave.
Sure you don't. It's time now for our All Things Barbecue Product Spotlight. All Things Barbecue has the tools and accessories you need to cook up the kind of barbecue that will have your neighbors hopping over the fence to get a taste. Just like T-Bone said last week, right, T-Bone, when I wasn't here?
What'd I say?
I don't know.
We don't know what you said. We weren't here.
Oh, that's right. I cut that part out because you
heard that.
didn't send it to me.
I haven't heard that show yet. Get fired up at their website at atbbq.com. Andy, what do you have for our product spotlight this week?
All right, so we're heading into spring. Everybody's itching to do some cooking outside and get things rolling. Mm-hmm. Probably going to have a party. There's spring break for if you've got kids, they're getting ready to have all their friends over. There's a kind of a cool little what I would call accessory you can add to your grilling setup. So we're not talking about changing out cookers or anything, but Uni makes a topping station that you can take in and out, and it's designed for their pizza ovens, right? So if you're making a pizza, you can set all the toppings out, let all the kids...
And everybody make their own pizza.
Everybody make their own pizzas and choose their toppings, but you can use it for taco night. You can use it for any mise en place that you're doing.
Fajitas.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Fajitas.
So if you're cooking your flank or your skirt and you've got your grilled onions and all of your little jalapeno slices and everything, you lay it all out. and it lets everybody be interactive and kind of make their own. So it's kind of a cool little tool, but it's made by Uni, and so it's actually called a pizza topping station. But once you've got it, yeah, you can use it for your fajitas, use it for your tacos, use it for your pizzas. Great little tool. So you want to go to the website and look for the Uni pizza topping station. That is my choice for this week.
How do you spell it?
Uni is OONI.
Okay, I'm glad.
Uni.
I would have misspelled that.
And so if you go to the ATBBQ site, there's a drop-down menu for accessories. And if you just click on that, it's under tools and utensils, pizza tools, and then you'll see it in there.
Very cool. Well, check that out at All Things Barbecue. Their website, of course, is atbbq.com. So we got Valentine's Day. It's coming up Tuesday. And I got to thinking, first of all, it's a weeknight, which kind of stinks in a way because, you'd prefer to Friday or Saturday night because you can stay out later. And so what if we do something romantic? I had some romantic ideas for a stay-at-home barbecue dinner.
Hold up. When you say we?
Okay.
He's going to be in Inman taking care of all of the... So he meant he and all of his fans in Inman.